Hi, that's what G is for. GANBARU, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's from Japan. It means stand firm, stand rock solid. I'm going to spend 10 minutes on this and I want you to pay full attention. Those who are here. We're talking about day 7, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Day 7 today. And we're talking about G for GANBARU. It's not even an English word. It's a Japanese word. Go to Wikipedia. I'm referring to it right now. What does it mean? And why did I choose day 7 to be for G for GANBARU? You know, it stands for something. It stands for this. It's a ubiquitous Japanese word which is so intrinsically ingrained in them, which roughly, very loosely translatable, it means to slog on tenaciously through tough times. Take a moment here. Pause. I'm going to read that again. To slog on tenaciously through tough times. And why am I talking about it here today? It's day 7 and I'm sure it's not going well for you. The alarm, either you're not setting it or you're snoozing it. Some of you have not even bought books. Neha has sent me her copies of the Ford County and Legal Confidential. She's bought the books. So she's got 2 books for company. I don't know what others are doing. So maybe you've not bought the book yet. Or maybe you bought the book and you've not read it yet. Okay, maybe you've not been able to go past page 1. And then I've asked you to do C for compose, which is 2000 words. Maybe you're struggling with the first 200. It's day 7 and maybe you're thinking, forget it. Let's just leave it and move on. That's why you need GANBARU. It is a Japanese national trait. No matter how down you are, no matter how low you are, no matter how bad the days are going, hang in there, slug it out. You know, worldwide, when this tsunami happened in Japan, I think in the year 2011, worldwide, there was a lot of admiration and appreciation for the way in which the Japanese people handled the tsunami. Go back to YouTube and watch those videos. Nobody is crying, they're all upset, they're all sad. But there's no overflow of emotion as in chest thumping and I lut gaye, mar gaye. Nothing like that. They just took it on the chin. And here is how they dealt with it. I'm told that a lot of people resorted to writing after tsunami. One way the Japanese coped with the tragedy of tsunami was through writing. And here's somebody who's written these beautiful lines. Okay. Bereft of belongings, yet blessed by the touch of the early summer breeze. Somebody by the name, let me find him here, Isao Sato. He explains, from out of the blue, a huge tsunami came and washed away my home and all the material possessions I had worked for my whole life. But when I finally came to myself, I looked around and realized that I still had my family. And that this year, once again, the world was filled with the sweet, fresh breeze of early summer. How beautiful. And there's something else that I marked here that I want to read out from here. Please bear with me. Do your best, fight on, never give up. All right. Now this is, psychologists call this intrinsic motivation. Andar se, from your inside. Distinguishing it from extrinsic motivation that comes from outside ourselves. For somebody like Neha, I am extrinsic motivation. I'm from the outside. But this is a spirit that you need to develop from inside. Which means, say 10 years from now, 15 years from now, regardless of whether Nitya exists or not, Neha does not need Nitya anymore. She is intrinsically motivated. One more thing. Intrinsic motivation means that for the benefit of oneself and for the benefit of others as well, one must bear down and do their best. In a crisis, one should not complain, one should not act selfishly, one should not cry over what might have been or could have been. These feelings may be natural but not productive for yourself or others. I have lots of notes about Gambaru. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to tell you why I chose this once again. You are young, alright? And it will feel like the burdens of the world are pressing down on your shoulder. It's okay. Hang in there, slog it out. Don't give it up. Do not give up the alarm. Don't give up the book. Do not stop composing. Do not stop speaking in elocution from day 5 or whatever. Don't stop recording your finances. You're in this boot camp. You're going to go ahead. You're going to be a superstar lawyer. This is something that I cannot measure. Remember, boot camp attributes should be measurable. Now, Gambaru or Gambaru, G-A-N, G-A-M, both the words are used, is something that cannot be measured easily. But let's try and measure it. How many tasks do you take in a day and actually see it to completion? How many initiatives do you start and leave in between? How many activities are there that you get on with, great enthusiasm and spirit and then fizzle out midway for XYZ reasons? I am very guilty of this, and there is a YouTube comment on me that, sir, you seem to be a very moody person. You start and you disappear. This time, please don't stop the bootcamp videos. Very rightly said. I'm capable of stopping these videos and disappearing, because just like you, I feel that the burden of the world is crushing down on me. But I try and find extrinsic motivation. The fact that Neha is waiting for my videos, motivates me not to let her down. And even if Neha were not to be there, I need to find this motivation from within to be able to still come here and do this, and this is what is expected of you. You are on day 7. The 6 attributes that you've picked up already will stand you in good stead. They are good enough for you to be a superstar lawyer. But luckily, we got another 22 or 21 odd days left in this program. I'm going to come up with other alphabets. I'm going to tell you right now that when we come to S for S as in Singapore, S for, it's going to be a word from Sweden. The Swedish have their own version of Gambaru. It's a homework for diligent students here to research and tell me, before I get to S, what is that word that the Swedish have which starts with the alphabet S, which is somewhat like Gambaru, but which cannot be translated in English at all. I'd like to thank you for watching me relentlessly every day. You have demonstrated some sort of a Gambaru so far, but that's not enough. I want you to go out and I want you to inculcate the spirit within you to be able to stand up every time you fall down. To be able to stand up and not blame others for what is happening to you. To be able to stand up and take full ownership of all the mistakes you've done, of all things that went wrong. Doesn't matter. Dust yourself and move on. Like children, if you're in a park, you fall down, you cry, you dust your bum, and you're back to play. How many of us really stopped playing and avoided the park all our lives just because we fell in the park? Back to the park. In fact, I don't know about girls, but a boy will fall and he'll just get up and want to play again. It has to be something like that in real life too. I'm going to come back tomorrow or maybe in a while with alphabet H. Again, it's going to be something that is going to be life-changing for you. So I wish you G for Gambaru, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.